this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use the new combination stamp and embossing folders from Presscut to get this beautiful effect of having the text running behind the embossed image. These folders and stamps were designed specifically to work in this way, although you can of course use them in lots of other ways as you would with traditional stamps. I've chosen to use the thank you with the thank you text, as this one has a unique feature where the stamp is reversed so that when you use it, you get the text running in the right way. So I'll move this out of the way. Here I've got my stamp press. I've got my press to impress here. I've got the embossing folder, which is the thank you, and I've got the stamp. Now, the first thing you'll notice with the stamp is if I stamp this separately, so I'm just going to pop this into place, pick it up with the lid of my press to impress. I'm going to slide a piece of card in. I'll just secure that down, and I'm going to ink it. The stamp has been designed to be reversed. So if I ink this and stamp this as standard, I'll just move that back out of the way. So I stamp this as standard, you will see that all the text is reversed, which is great for making backgrounds and when you want text to be unreadable but really nice in there. And it was done this way because it works exactly with the embossing folder. So if I bring in the embossing folder, what we do is we open the folder and we find the flat side. So this is the side where the actual emboss section goes in. It's not the raised, but it's the flat. And we place that into our stamp press as we would do with a stamp or a piece of card. We then take the matching stamp, and you can see that it has a start here where it says thanks. So I need to make sure that that thanks is at the top here, so it's at the bottom right, and we place that onto the folder. Close our lid to pick that folder up, and then we ink our stamp as we would do normally. So I'm just using here a VersaFine in black. You don't want to use something like a StazOn for this because obviously you will lay that StazOn onto your folder and it will stay. You need an ink that's going to transfer. So we just stamp that down as we would do normally with a piece of card or paper, and we open our folder up. Then we can take our folder out. I'm going to move that to one side, and we take a piece of card. I'm going to use the same piece of card, and we place it down on the clean side. So just there, like that. We then close the folder over this, and you run that through your die cutting machine as you would do normally. So you would use the normal sandwich that you would use on your standard die cutting machine, and this will fit all the die cutting machines. So I'm just going to place this on as I would do normally, and in my machine I use my embossing mat and my thinner plate. You need to adapt the sandwich to whatever machine you are using, and we emboss that. And while that's running through, I will show you on the stamp, should you want to get a flat area, or should you want to actually get the stamp to show you correctly the right piece to do, what we need to actually do is to stamp that onto a smooth surface. So what I can actually do is I could use a media plate, I could use a piece of acetate, or I could use my Crafts 2 water media mat. So I would ink my stamp as I would do normally. You can do this on a block or just loose like this. I'm going to flip that over, place it down onto my water media mat, press it down as I would do with a normal stamp, take it off. That then gives me the image. So I'm working in reverse. I can then press down my piece of paper over the top of that, so that when I turn it round, I've got it running in the right direction. So if you want to use the stamp that way, you use that trick. Just take out now my folder, and what we'll see here is as I open this out, all of the text of the stamp has stamped along the back, with the raised area thank you being clean on the top. It really is a neat magical trick which there's no other way to do, because normally if you stamped it first and then embossed, the text would run over those words. Again, this comes in 3 different designs. I've used the thank you here, but it's a really simple thing to do and a really effective. Enjoy.